Every night, millions of people wake up between 3 and 4 am. No alarm, no noise, and no reason. You open your eyes, and suddenly your brain is wide awake. Thoughts start racing, memories appear out of nowhere, and worries feel louder, and sleep disappears. And the strangest part, this happens to people all over the world at almost the same time. So the question is, why 3 am? Why not 1 am or why not 5 am? Why does your mind choose this exact hour to wake you up? Tonight, we are going to answer that. And by the end of this video, you may never look at 3 am the same way again. Let's see if this feels familiar. You wake up and check the time, 3:07 am. You try to go back to sleep. You turn left and right. You flip the pillow and you close your eyes tighter. But your brain has other plans. Suddenly, you remember that mistake you made years ago. A conversation from yesterday. Your future worries. Your life decisions. During the day, your brain feels normal, busy, distracted, and manageable. But at 3 am, your mind feels louder than ever. It feels like your thoughts are waiting for this moment, like they've been saving themselves for this exact hour. And you lie there wondering, why does this only happen at night? Why does everything feel heavier in the dark? Here's the first thing you need to know. Your body runs on an internal clock, a biological timer called the circadian rhythm. It controls sleep, hormones, body temperature, brain activity. And every night around 3 am, your body enters a very strange phase. Around this time, your body temperature is at its lowest. Your melatonin begins dropping. Your sleep becomes lighter. Your brain becomes more active. You're not in deep sleep anymore. You are in a fragile bridge between sleep and wakefulness. This makes it the easiest time for your brain to wake you up. So yes, science does explain part of it, but this is where things get interesting. Because science explains how you wake up, but not why your mind wakes you up with so many thoughts. Why not peaceful dreams? Why anxiety? Why memories? Why deep life questions? And why does your mind choose this hour to talk to you? To understand this, we need to understand your brain during the night. During the day, your brain is busy surviving. You are working, talking, scrolling, solving problems, responding to messages. Your brain stays distracted, but at night, distractions disappear. No phone calls, no conversations, no noise, and no responsibilities. For the first time all day, your brain is alone with your thoughts. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Your brain uses the night to process the emotions you ignored during the day. Every stress you postponed, every feeling you suppressed, and every fear you distracted yourself from. Your brain finally says, now we will talk. And because you are half asleep, your emotional brain becomes louder than logical brain. At 3 am, logic sleeps, emotion wakes up. This is why problems feel bigger. This is why fears feel scarier. And this is why life feels heavier. But this still doesn't explain something strange. Because humans have noticed this pattern for thousands of years, long before alarm clocks, smartphones, and long before modern stress. Ancient cultures also believed 3 am was a special hour, and what they believed might surprise you. Thousands of years before modern science existed, people were already talking about this hour. Different cultures, different continents, and different religions. Yet somehow, they all pointed to the same time, 3 am. Ancient Chinese medicine called it the lung hour. Christian traditions called it the devil's hour. And spiritual traditions called it the hour of awakening. Different names, but same time. Why? Because long before phones and electricity, humans noticed that this hour felt different. Quieter, heavier, and stranger. They believed the world itself felt thinner at this time, like the night reached its deepest point, and your mind becomes more open. There is something scientifically true that ancient people felt without knowing the science. 3 am is the deepest point of the night cycle. Not midnight, not 1 am, it's 3 am. It's the moment when darkness is strongest, silence is deepest, and human activity is at its lowest worldwide. The world is at its quietest, and when the outside world becomes silent, your inner world becomes louder. This is not mystical, this is psychological. But ancient cultures interpreted it differently. They believed this hour was when veil between worlds became thin. And this idea created one of the most famous myths in history. In medieval Europe, people feared waking up at 3 am. They called it the devil's hour, not because demons were appearing in bedrooms, but because people experienced strange things like nightmares, anxiety, sudden fear, sleep paralysis, racing thoughts, and feeling watched. Imagine waking up in complete darkness centuries ago. No electricity, no street lights, no phone glow, just darkness and silence. Your brain wakes you up, your thoughts race, your heart beats faster. Of course, people thought something supernatural was happening. Because without science, your brain feels like a mystery. But here's the twist. What they call supernatural, we now understand as psychology. Have you noticed something strange? Problems that feel small during the day feel huge at night. At 3 am, life feels uncertain, future feels scary, decisions feel overwhelming, and regrets feel louder. The same problem at 3 pm feels manageable, but at 3 am, it feels like a life crisis. Because at night, your brain switches control systems. During the day, your logical brain is in charge. At night, your emotional brain takes control. The past responsible for fear, survival, and danger detection becomes more active. Your brain is literally scanning for threats, even if the threat is just a thought. But something even deeper is happening during this hour. Something most people never realize. Every night, while you sleep, your brain begins a process most people don't know exists. It starts cleaning itself, removing emotional clutter, processing memories, and sorting experiences, and reorganizing thoughts. Like a computer running updates. And guess when this process becomes most active? Around 3 am. Your brain is literally processing your life while you sleep, and sometimes the process wakes you up. Scientists discovered something fascinating about the sleeping brain. When you fall asleep, your brain doesn't shut down, it becomes more active in a different way. A special system turns on, a system that only works when you sleep. Its job is to clean your brain. All day long, your brain collects stress hormones, emotional memories, mental clutter, and unprocessed experiences. During sleep, your brain washes itself, literally. Fluids move through brain tissue, removing waste and reorganizing memories. Think of it like a deep cleaning cycle. And the most intense part of this process happens in the middle of the night, around 2 to 4 am, right when many people suddenly wakes up. Your brain is reorganizing your life story, and sometimes it needs you awake for a moment. Have you ever noticed this? At 3 am, you suddenly remember things you haven't thought about for years. Embarrassing moments, old relationships, past mistakes, unfinished dreams, memories you forgot existed. This isn't random. Your brain is sorting emotional memories while you sleep. It is deciding what to keep, what to release, and what still needs emotional closure. If a memory still carries emotion, your brain brings it back, not to torture you, but to finish processing it. It's like your mind asking, "Are we done with this yet?" Here's something amazing. Many famous discoveries happened at night. Scientists, writers, inventors, and artists. Because at night your brain stops filtering thoughts. During the day, your brain blocks unusual ideas. It focuses on survival and routine. But at night, the filter turns off. Your brain starts connecting distant ideas. Random memories combine. Creative solutions appear. and new perspectives form. Your logical mind sleeps, your deeper mind speaks. This is where science and spirituality meet. Spiritual traditions believe the night was when the ego rests, your identity sleeps, your roles disappear, and your distractions fade away. And what remains is your deeper self. This is why many spiritual practices happen early mornings: meditation, prayer, and reflection. They believed waking at this hour meant your mind is trying to communicate with you. So the next time you wake up at 3 am, instead of asking, "Why can't I sleep?" maybe ask a different question: "What is my mind trying to process?" Because this moment is not your enemy, it is your brain doing its deepest work, processing your past, preparing your future, and cleaning your emotional world. Your mind is not attacking you, it is updating you. The night feels heavy because the night is honest. In the quiet, your thoughts finally get space to speak. And maybe waking up at 3 am is not a problem to fix. Maybe it is a message to listen, a reminder that your mind is still growing, still healing, and still searching for meaning. Sleep will come again, but these quiet moments, they are the conversations you only have with yourself in the deepest part of the night.